Man. That girl done called about 3 times asking what this shit is. I come back to the house in a minute, man. Don't pay the neighbors no goddamn mind. Yeah. What you talking about, nigga? Yeah, I got this kind. But shit, all that shit going for a different price, though. Alright, bet. I can't talk too much. She said, damn, what is this flavor? I got the flavors, this shit loud. You got neighbors, they like the flavors. This shit smoke, it's like the 80s, it's jumping like coke. She said, Kush, it make a float. Better go these ranks, we gon' have to rock the boat, man.
Yo, man. What it do, man? It is your boy Luther Say Diamond. I am here with the gang, Famous B and Bird. I think Rock just got kicked out. It's bringing him back in right now. We finna go and get the show started, man. And let y'all have it. How y'all doing on this Saturday, bro?
Man, we good, brother. We good.
There you go. Our boy Rock is back at it like a crack at it and enjoy the Saturday show with the gang.
For sure. What's happening, gang? It is your boy FTW Rock. Y'all already know what it is. It is that SmackDown review for Friday night on Saturday morning. It's great to see everybody. We appreciate y'all being with us. You know, sometimes we have technical difficulties. It happens. I don't know why, but it does. But we are here. We're ready to rock out. Famous B, Bird, how y'all been, man?
Man, I've been good, man.
Good, man. Good to be here. Go.
Another Saturday. Let's get it cracking.
That's right.
Yes, sir. We
got lots to talk about.
Absolutely. We do apologize for not making the show last week, you guys. Me and Boss Man had a wrestling event to go to. And also, Bird was out of town as well, so it was kind of hard for us to get on to it. What's up, bro? Big Rock, my brother on with us. We appreciate him for watching. But yeah, last week it was kind of hard for us to get on, but we do appreciate y'all for being patient and being back with us this week. With that being said, let's get into it. It's been a interesting couple of weeks leading up to WrestleMania. The first thing that we saw for this show this week, they started off with Randy and Matt Cardona. So as you guys know, Randy has turned full-blown heel. He's been going at people. He's been, especially Cody. He took him out a couple weeks ago. It's been a very interesting and exciting thing to see Randy go back heel. This is vintage now Orton, just a bigger size. He's bigger now, so it's a little more scarier on the things that he can do, because now he's not the slim, trimmed up Randy. He can literally bully his way for everything. With that being said, Matt Cardona came out because last week they got into it and he attacked him pretty much. Randy attacked Matt last week. So this week, Matt wanted revenge. He came out to the ring with the mic in his hand, not saying anything, and just smacked him straight in the head with it. For that reason, we have our main event set up for tonight, which would be Randy Orton versus Matt Cardona. Matt Cardona is formerly known as Zack Ryder. He's done the indie scene since he left WWE, and he's pretty much known as the Indie God, carrying Dana any title you could think of. I'm a real big fan of Matt Cardona. I think he's been doing excellent since being away from WWE. I'm glad that he's back, and it looks like they're starting to put him more up and up in the card, which is what WWE needs. You know, seeing the same people in the main events all the time, it gets boring. I was glad to see Matt there, and more people are going to be there supposedly eventually. I know they said something about having plans for Aleister Black as well, getting higher up in the card. So seeing different people, different faces, it's great to me. I'm glad that he got a spot with Randy. With that being said, this first segment was pretty exciting to me. Famous, what do you think about this first segment with Randy and Matt?
It's interesting because Matt Cardona's been gone for a long period of time, and he's been wrestling in the independent circuit. I hopefully it's going to be a good second time around. We know his wife Chelsea's there. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Matt Cardona. where they're going to put him as far as the title is concerned. And, I'm hoping for the best for Matt Cardona. And, we're just going to have to wait and see. Yeah.
Definitely. Bird, what do you think about this first segment?
I think it was good. I think it was a nice way to open up SmackDown. I like the way Matt Cardona came down and, no words at all, just got right to business. He knew Randy knew what that was for. I actually like that. I like, no talking, just getting right down to business. And that was good. I really think that this is going to help Matt Cardona in his journey back with WWE, and also his wife Chelsea Green. I think they can actually make them a good power couple. WWE like to do that nowadays, so I think they would be a good power couple, especially Chelsea Green. I don't care what anybody says. I think she's over, even without a title. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Chelsea's gonna miss this WrestleMania because of her foot or not. I believe when she comes back, that would be a thing to do. She may be trying to do heel stuff, but we all know Chelsea's a face, and they can't help it. People love her. Everybody loves her, except for Michael Hayes, evidently. But other than that, hopefully we get something big from her, and her and Matt would be a great thing. I personally think they should bring back that I forgot what that pay-per-view is, but that pay-per-view where they had the couples going against each other, mixed match or whatever it is. It was something like that.
Mixed tag challenge.
Yes, they should bring that back. Also,
that was actually
now I want to say, yes, absolutely. They got plenty of couples. They had Carmelo Hayes and Kiana. Of course, Matt and Chelsea, Lash and Trick, all kinds. It's plenty of CM Punk. Who's getting back? When Seth gets back, we still got Seth and Becky. There's plenty of them. And also remember, we got the mixed tag title in AAA. They can use that for that tournament. I think so. That'll be a good tournament that can last about 2.5, 3 hours at least, and then it can be for that title. And I think it would sell a lot. At the end of the tournament, you get these titles, kind of like a King of Ring format, but just do it all in one night to make it exciting. I just think it would be something to look at least. But yeah, we will see what happens with that, man. The next thing that we had on the agenda for tonight, we had the Bella Twins. Bella Twins versus I don't know what they call themselves, but Charlotte Flair and Alexis. They called them something. I just can't remember exactly what they called them. But that tag team, which has been great so far. Bella Twins coming back. Everybody was very surprised to see Brie come back, but she did, and now they've been a tag team ever since she came back. They've been okay. I don't want to predict or critique the Bella Twins too much because I think they're okay. They're not bad. They do what they can, and they are very big pillars of the industry as far as the 2010s era. I didn't watch them too much, but I feel like they got into the Hall of Fame a little too soon, and it kind of irritates me about that because there's plenty of people who haven't been. Hell, Psycho Sid just now getting in, despite everything he's done. So them getting in that early, I know it's a politic thing, but it was annoying to me. But with that being said, they're in, and they've been helping WWE, doing great in WWE since they've been back, but not amazing, if that makes sense. Like, they haven't been on the terrible side, but they haven't been something that I would want to just sit there and be excited when that music hit. Mixing that match challenge. Yeah, mixed match challenge. Appreciate you, Anthony. But yeah, I haven't been excited about the Bellas, but we got them. So here they are, and this match was pretty decent. It looked like Charlotte and Alexa about to pull off this win until, of course, the tag champions got involved. Who is it again? Alexa or Ethan Page? Yes. Yeah. Chelsea and Ethan Page did just have those titles, but they're not an actual couple. It's just a mixed tag title that they had. But I think they should do it for the couples in the tournament. But yes, They should. Oh yeah. Last Legend them got involved. She hit it with a big. I forgot what the name of the move is, but it looked like it hurt. It definitely like it hurt. It looked like Dana knocked her out. So she hit her with that while the referee wasn't looking, and Bree was able to roll her up and roll Alexis up and get the win. After the match, of course, the scuffle happened, and it looked like they were about to finish the Irresistible Force. They're about to finish Alexa off with that new move, which looks like it hurt. Now just coming off like the second rope, giving a leg drop while Last Legend holds him. It looked like it hurt really, really bad. It looked like if it go wrong, it's gonna take your breath away. Yeah, it looked like going right, it probably still take your breath away. But with that being said, they got interrupted by Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. This was pretty interesting. I think this may lead up to WrestleMania. It's probably gonna be a mixed match between all of them, or like an 8-way multi-woman match between all of them. They've done that before WrestleMania with the women. Shayna Baszler and Ronda had won that last time they did that. I don't know how good it would be, but I love the women's division, and these tag teams, they probably cook better than that match actually did at WrestleMania. I think that WrestleMania 39 when that happened. I think this one would be a lot better, in my opinion. Barry, what's your thoughts on the Bella Twins and the Charlotte Flair and the tag team situation?
Actually excited. I like the Bella Twins. I've watched them, so I kind of know where they came from and, the things they've done or whatever. I also agree, though, with you, too, about them being in the Hall of Fame too early. They shouldn't have been in there too early, but, that's neither here or there. It was a good start. I think this can go to a nice feud. I also think that the Bella Twins will be turning heel, too, sometime in the future. It just gives me that feel, especially the way Nikki Bella is, how feisty she is, and her sister's gonna always follow her. But I really think this would be a good feud in the future. And as far as the women tag team division, it's starting to heat up. I'm excited about it. So this is a good thing to add to them. So it's excited to see.
For sure. All right, Bert. Famous, tell me something.
All right. So a couple points I want to bring up. First of all, I'll talk about the Bella Twins. So, it's good to have the Bella Twins back. All right, let's be real here. Obviously they came back for one common goal, which was to win the women's tag team titles. We understand that. Did they really need to come back? Not really. They're in the Hall of Fame. Does it solidify their career? Or would it, is the question? Not really. Why? Again, they're in the Hall of Fame. Good to see them back. They're dedicated to the business. They want to elevate the women's tag team division. As a matter of fact, they want to elevate the whole women's division as if it really needs to be elevated. But I like the fact that they're back together. They got the heart, the passion, the desire to want to do this, and you can't take anything away from them. When you talk about Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, hey, great tag team. Although, do we want to see them individually win gold? Of course we want them to win individual gold separately. But because right now there's really nothing for them, it makes sense to put them in this tag team situation. I think, again, they're also going to elevate the women's tag team division. Let's talk about Lash Legend and Nia Jax. What a perfect combination here. It's just perfect. It's the right time. Lash Legend gets her first title. Do I believe that she will have an opportunity to win individual gold later on down the road? Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Again, the women's division's on fire. I've said it from the beginning. I'm going to say it now. It's not going to change. We still have a lot more women that are coming back, that are going to be brought up. But I do see a triple threat match happening at Mania. This has to make sense. It makes sense. It should happen. Will it happen? We will find out. But again, last night proved that the women's division's on fire. There's really no argument here. There's really no debate here. We're seeing it each and every week. So I love the fact that it's happening. I want to see a triple threat match at Mania. Do the Bella Twins win the tag team titles? Maybe. Is it the right time for it to happen? No. Lash Legend and Nia Jax are a tremendous women's tag team. I think they need to have those titles for a little bit, but it could happen to where they put the titles on the Bella Twins. Why do you say that? And then we're going to move on. Well, they brought them back for a reason. Wrestling fans, they brought them back for a reason. It just wasn't to hang around. They brought them back to put those tag team titles on them, put on for a little bit, and then vamonos, they can go on about their business. So again, you know, even though the match didn't end, it was still worth watching. All right, back to you, Ray Rock.
Cool. Interesting points. And instead of triple threat, you don't think it'd be like a or just a triple threat? Because I think all these teams plus Lash Legend then would be in it. Brie and the Bella Twins, Bailey, and Lyra, and then Charlotte and Alexa. All of them with Lash.
I don't think so. I don't think right now. Here's the thing. I think they need to build up Lyra and Bailey a little more. I want to see more out of it. If it does happen, to me, it just wouldn't make sense because, again, we haven't seen it.
I don't know, my screen paused or what.
No, you're fine. We see you and hear you just fine. I agree with Famous B. I agree with you on that point. I need to see more from that tag team, from Bailey and Alcuria. You can't just throw. First of all, they threw it together, and then they really don't have a track record yet of beating nobody. Too much worthy or whatever. So I agree. Let's get some background on them on that tag team first before we just throw them into a tag team championship match.
I kind of agree with y'all, but I think they already got a tag team title match coming up on Monday. If I'm mistaken, they're already challenging for the titles on Monday.
Okay. I think you're right. I don't too much do the Raw.
Yeah, they're at Madison Square Garden, and they'll go for the tag team titles against Lash Legend and Nia Jax. This will be a test for them, but we all know they're going to retain. We know that.
We hope they're going to retain, because if one result that happened tonight that I'm going to talk to y'all about that pissed me off, but we're going to talk about it. It was a swerve in the show, and it kind of swerved my whole thought process about WrestleMania and what I thought was going to happen. But that's just to say, WWE sometimes throw in swerves. I think Lash Legend should retain, and they better. But the way they threw that swerve in tonight, it kind of made me go, okay, I don't know if they even know what they're going to do at WrestleMania for any match at this point. But we're going to talk about it. But hey, we'll see. Either way it goes, the women match probably will be great. I believe it will be, no matter how they decide to do it. But yeah, next thing, I want to get y'all opinion on this. And we're not going to talk about all the segments right now, but Jelly Roll was in 3 segments tonight. Jelly Roll, 3 segments. Tonight. Golly. I like Jelly Roll. I really do. I think he's worked hard in training. He's a decent wrestler. He ain't no great wrestler, but he's a decent, especially for a celebrity wrestler. He's not bad at all. But 3 segments is main event stuff. It's main event people that don't get 3 segments in the show.
This is true.
He had more screen time tonight than Cody Rhodes. Just think about that. Yeah. So we're about to knock off 2 of them right now, right? All right, first segment that I want to talk about. Jelly on the back, he runs into the new tag team champions. By the way, we got new men's tag team champions last week, which looked like it was a complete surprise to Damian Priest. It's Damian Priest and R-Truth. Yeah. Damian Priest and R-Truth are our new tag team champions. It looked like that Damian Priest's reaction, they said online too, and I said it too. I was like, man, he's really surprised. Like somebody got hurt or something. Huh?
No, I was saying he did, especially when he handed the title. He like, whoa, is this supposed to happen?
When they won, he was like, when the 3 count hit, he wasn't even looking. I guess he thought this guy JC was gonna kick out. He wasn't even looking when the 3 count hit. And he heard 3. He turned around. He said,
Yeah.
He was really surprised, like, oh snap, I'm gonna be at WrestleMania this year. Cause we all know if it wasn't for this, they didn't have no plans for Damian Priest, unfortunately, for WrestleMania. But they won the tag titles, and that was great to see. Because MFT, as much as I love the group, they don't do nothing with them. They prioritize this Lantern over the tag titles for some reason. And the Lantern ain't doing nothing but wasting time with a group that they ain't doing nothing else with either. So
scrap it. Just scrap it.
Just get rid of that shit. I'm glad we didn't see much of that tonight. But with that being said, Damian Priest and R-Truth ran into Jelly Roll in the back. And they got to talking, and who is it again? R-Truth kids started mistaking Jelly Roll for Dominic. But you know, of course, it's called Tom and Nick for some reason. Which was caught on pretty good when he first started doing it. And he's still doing it now, but he's calling Jelly Roll that. And he's saying it's a Judgment Day reunion, and then we see Rhea Ripley come up to them as well. This was great to see. I was glad to see Rhea, Damian, and R-Truth in the same spot again. I really think somehow they're going to end up doing stuff together on a regular basis. They are. They got to. They're all going to be on the same show for a little bit. I'm pretty sure if Rhea loses at WrestleMania, she's going to end up going back to Raw. But I don't know. They may be slightly bringing her over to SmackDown, even though I know Netflix wants Rhea really bad. They want her over there badly. They love her. But if she comes over to SmackDown, it would help that women's division a lot. I don't know. I know EO. I think EO eventually gonna be over there as well because she's gonna need help eventually with the situation she's going through. But with that being said, this was great to see. I was very, very entertained by Jelly Roll. Like I said, I like him, but 3 segments was kind of crazy tonight. And we can roll up another segment that he had. He had an actual match tonight, a real live match against Kit Wilson. Keep in mind, Kit Wilson is an excellent wrestler. Tonight, he reminded me of Shawn Michaels. From the outfit.
Whoa.
Listen. I didn't say he's Shawn Michaels talent-wise. I said his stuff reminded me. His movement, where he got thrown to the turnbuckle and he flipped over, the way his outfit looked. You could tell Shawn Michaels is an influence.
Yeah, it's old time Shawn Michaels with the rockers like Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
okay, I get where you're going.
He's definitely been influenced by Shawn Michaels for sure. I think Kit Wilson is excellent. If anybody knows me on my profile picture on Instagram, I have a picture with Kit Wilson as my profile picture. So he's a really dope person in real life as well. Now, he had a match with Jelly Roll tonight. I kind of thought this was going to lead to like WrestleMania implications. They haven't said much about WrestleMania with them yet, but we all know that's what they bring celebrities in around this time for, to be in the WrestleMania scene. And like I said, I like the fact that Jelly Roll has taken his time to actually train and get the craft of this business without just being thrown out there. I guess like Travis Scott wanted to be, reportedly. Travis Scott just wasn't catching on pretty much, and he wasn't putting in the good enough effort to catch on. That's just reportedly. I wasn't there. Yeah. But reportedly that was it. But
that and him busting Cody in this shit too.
Yeah,
that was too.
That was too much.
Yeah, that was too much.
He busted Cody up. But with that being said, Jelly Roll went against Kit Wilson, and the match was actually pretty decent. It wasn't really long, but for Jelly Roll to have a full-length match with a guy like Kit Wilson, who's extremely accomplished so far. I mean, not like WWE-wise, but as far as the wrestling world, he's done a lot. He won the match too. He got the 1, 2, 3 with a great choke slam. I personally think he should have used that running or that sidewalk slam he got where they run it to him, he catch him and he do a little swing slam. I kind of liked it that. I think that's be his finisher. But hey, chokeslam's decent too. He got a nice chokeslam too. You know, and it's not bad. So he won the match. So that's a lot of spotlight so far. So before we go to the next thing with him later on tonight, we're gonna get our opinion on this. Famous, what's your opinion on this Jelly Roll situation and the two segments that he was in so far?
Let me catch my breath real quick because I gotta really. Okay, what the hell are we doing here? What the hell are we doing here? First of all, why the hell is Jelly Roll even in a ring when he is a singer? That's the first thing. Listen, are we not trying to focus on other wrestlers trying to get on TV? Now, I'm not saying that Jelly Roll doesn't love the business, but just be a fan. You're not a full-time wrestler. You don't have a contract. If you want to come in and get involved with that Randy and Cody Rhodes segment, perfectly fine. But yo, really? You're gonna let Jelly Roll beat Kit Wilson? How the hell is this getting Kit Wilson over? Kit Wilson has been in WWE for a long time. He should have won this match. Now, there's no significance behind it. We could say it was entertaining as hell, but no, I'm sorry. This was a joke. I'm sorry. You're going to let a music singer, who's not even a full-time wrestler in the ring, beat a guy who was with Pretty Deadly, who had numerous opportunities to win tag team gold, and you don't let him win this match? I'm sorry. It was a joke. I'm going to leave it at that. It was a joke. What are we doing here? What about these wrestlers who are trying to get on television who are actually wrestlers in the ring? And we get this? And we're supposed to like this? Hell no. Now, again, Jelly Roll, great singer. Love him. But this? Nah, I'm good. I'll turn it over to Bird. I'm good.
Okay, Bird, you go ahead.
I would have to agree. Like I understand that, you know, he's a celebrity and WWE has celebrities around this time and all that, but you know, he doesn't have a contract. The 3 spots on the show kind of took me by surprise too. You know, but whatever. I don't, unless he's trying to get a contract or he's trying to get signed or something like that, then okay, I guess I would see. But it's plenty of other people that needs time on the show that should be getting time. I feel that could have at least took one of those segments, or if not 2. I feel that they should have ended this at SummerSlam with Randy Orton. You know, okay, you know, he had a tag partner. You know, he did good. You know, so leave it at that. But if he's not really trying to get a contract, then I don't see why he's getting all this TV time. So that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, I like that. I was just surprised by how much TV time he had. I'm not mad about him being there or even wrestling here and there. I don't think he should have wrestled tonight, though. I don't think that tonight was a good night to wrestle at all. Like I said, they could have went to somebody else that asked for a match. Could have went to somebody else who's not having screen time, who should be having screen time. So I don't know. But him being involved with the Damian Priest them and then being involved with the Cody thing, I probably wouldn't have no problem with that, because like you said, he had history with Randy, and that could, you know, be drama in that, and then being frank with Damian Priest and R-Truth. Of course, you know, R-Truth's an actual music artist, so you know that all go, you know, kind of collab with each other. I don't mind them being there because they bring attention to the show, and people who like are not interesting. People like Bad Bunny, Jelly Roll, even way back in the day, Mike Tyson, you know, all those celebrities, Logan Paul, even if we don't like it or not, they bring eyes to the company. They bring dollars to the company. So with that being said, if you're gonna go for anybody to be part of it, you got to go for high name people. right? Very, very high name people. Now AEW, they can pretty much bring in any celebrity they want to actually be part of the show. It don't matter. But WWE is recognized the people they bring in be top level stars. Ronda Rousey. She just got one of the biggest pops you could over there at AEW. If she came back to WWE right now, she'd get booed.
That's still a pop though.
She would definitely.
That's still a reaction.
It'd be bad.
It depends
okay, so the type
of, you know what I'm saying?
The type of boo that she would get. So you know that girl who said like the very controversial racial stuff from TNA, who they brought back. You took off that mask, brought back. Test or something like that. Nobody wanted back, including the people in the locker room. Everybody was mad about that. To this day, they're not happy about that. And when she goes to contract signing, or not contract, signings at different places, Comic-Con and stuff, people weren't going up to her at all. That's the type of boo she would get.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
If Ronda Rousey came back, she was talking crazy about wrestling.
Yeah, I'm surprised that she even went back. Whatever, but
it's for the money.
Yeah.
The UFC can't see no money in her right now, MMA, because she got to talking bad about MMA.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she doesn't have any more liquid cash flow right now. And AEW gonna open up the bank for people who used to be in WWE, pretty much.
Oh yeah, we know that. Yeah, we know that already.
So like I said, it was a cash thing, bring. But I wouldn't have brought Ronda Rousey back. But either way, money and eyes and celebrities bring eyes and money to the business. Kevin Gates was over there at AEW. Rick Ross over there at AEW. Bow Wow was over there at AEW. On WWE, no offense to none one of those artists, I like them, but in WWE, they would just get a spotlight in the crowd. Hey, look, Bow Wow's here. They had Bow Wow and Jade Cargill in the same building last week, and they did nothing with it. Or 2 weeks ago, something like that. They had the whole thing going in AEW and on Twitter too, and they did nothing with it. WWE didn't, because they're like, no offense, Bow Wow, but you ain't Jelly Roll, Bad Bunny, Logan Paul. You ain't that. So we ain't about to even take the chance of any legal thing happening with you. Just go ahead and sit down and wait. That's it. So, but like I said, it happened. It's gonna keep happening. We'll see what they bring in next. But I do, like I said, I agree with y'all about it's the screen time. That's crazy screen time for people, and you got a lot of people who need screen time. So Royce Keys. But anyways, let's move on. The next thing that we can say, speaking of Rhea Ripley, she had a match tonight. She actually came out to confront Jade Cargill again, and pretty much hype up the match again, talk about the WWE Championship, how she's gonna take it. And I actually like what Jade Cargill been doing so far. I think the match is gonna be good. It's just the mic work up till then is gonna be a little difficult, because I've always said Rhea and this goes the same thing with Damian Priest too. They're good at backstage segments. They're good at cutscenes backstage. Actually, on the mic in the ring, you don't ever see her destroy nobody. Ever. Like, it's just not going to happen. And I've been saying this. She's not that good on the mic. She's great at wrestling. Like I said, great at cutscenes. She can tell a story. But she can't actually get on the mic and just go crazy. She says basic stuff and expect to pop just because she's Rhea Ripley. She's been getting away with it. So, that's on WWE. But, like I said, they came out to confront each other, but Jade did not come along. She came with her stable. I think they're going to... I forgot exactly what they're called. She gave them a name last week on social media, but I forgot what it was. But her, Michin, and B-Fab pretty much came out. They were talking mess back and forth, and eventually a challenge was made between B-Fab and Rhea Ripley. So this match happened. Of course, Jade and Michin are on the back in her corner or whatnot. And I actually liked the match. Match wasn't a terrible match. Could have been better, yeah. But we all know B-Fab hasn't had that much ring time compared to Rhea Ripley. So this match right here wasn't terrible at all. Now it's kind of crazy when you look at it. You got 3 black women beating up on a white girl. It's kind of a crazy look, but it is what it is. This match, like I said, it was decent. Rhea ended up, it ended up being a disqualification, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like Rhea was gonna get the win though, but it ended up being stopped because, of course, we all know Jade and Michin got involved eventually. And at the end, it ended with them jumping her, and Jade hitting Jaded on Rhea Ripley for the second week in a row. This is building up to be something pretty decent at WrestleMania. I don't know exactly what else it's gonna lead to though. I think Io's gonna come eventually and help Rhea. But we'll see. Barry, what you think about this match and all the implications around the WWE Women's title right now?
Well, I think all the hype around the title is okay. It could be better. And the good part about it is we still have time. I like the match was okay. It did what it was supposed to do. Like you said, it could have been better. B-Fab, again, not her fault. She haven't had much ring time. As far as Rhea Ripley mic skills, I agree. She's good on like cut scenes and things like that because it's like a quick bam thing, so it ain't nothing that she got to build up on or capitalize on. Match is okay. Could have been better, like you said, but I think it did enough to what it's supposed to do. Hopefully that this whole thing with the women's side, because the match is mega. It's a mega match. Like it could be a co-main event. If they really build it right, it can really be a co-main event on either night. So I really hope that they capitalize on that and really see that this is a big thing, and it's crazy because I don't think Jay has good mic skills either. So it's crazy how, if you think about it, it can be shit. It can be shit, but it's not. So far it's okay. They can still build on it. They still have a few weeks. So I hope the best for it. It has the potential, like I said, to be a co-main event, and hopefully WWE realize and all parties involved realize like this is something that could be really big if they do it right.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Famous, tell me something about what's your opinion on this women's title situation?
All right, so a couple things. First of all, the match never happened between Rhea and B-Fab because all the other two got involved and nothing really happened. So here's the thing that bothers me.
Gotcha.
Here's the thing that bothers me. We didn't need. Okay, first of all, if they wanted to have B-Fab and Rhea go at it, then it should have happened. It might have helped B-Fab a little bit to try to get her over a little bit. We all knew that Rhea was going to win. But here's the thing. I wanted to see more promo and storyline between the challenger Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill and them ending beating the hell out of each other. That's what makes things interesting to take us to WrestleMania. I didn't even want to see the other two. Listen, Michin and B-Fab, we don't know what they're going to do with them. Let's be honest here. Neither one are getting any ring time. They're with Jade Cargill to what? Hype her up? She doesn't even need to get hyped up. She's doing it on her own. That's the first point. The second point is we need to continue this. Again, we need to continue the hype between Jade and Rhea. I just want to see more of it. I'm sorry. I've been a fan since 1985. This is ridiculous. If you're not going to do anything with the other two, and it's pretty clear you're not, then you put them with Jade Cargill if she really needed help anyway. But let's intensify it more. Let's get some more heat. Let's get some more action between the two actual people they're going to fight at Mania for the title. That's what I want to see. So again, for me, it was a joke. It should have just been Rhea, and it should have been Jade in that ring, continuing her preparation for their match at WrestleMania.
I got you. That's cool. That's cool. I think it's kind of a like I said, the match should have went ahead and either had a winner or actual winner and actual match between them, because something that stables do, especially heel stables, they send the lower people, the minions, pretty much, to weaken up the challenger or the babyface until the actual match between the two actual leaders happens. So that's kind of something that we did in Diamond Land as well. So it's kind of common for them to do that. So I think B5 then should have had an actual match with her. Next to be Me10. Then eventually EO and Jade should go one-on-one if she decides to come out and help. And then the actual match between them at WrestleMania. Now, I think right before WrestleMania, and this was hyping the match up, in my opinion, I think Jade Cargill should beat dog crap out of Rhea. Maybe like 2 weeks before. Like, yes. I'm talking Punisher.
Open her up like how Randy did Cody Rhodes. Yeah,
absolutely. Make her bleed. Put her through the announce table, and hell, whoop on EO too. Whoop on both of them. They'll make it to where no matter what happens at WrestleMania, if Jay wins, she'll probably have to cheat, or to intensify her heat stuff or her heel stuff. Or if Rhea wins, she overcame this juggernaut. It will make Jade look like an actual juggernaut, like something to be scared of. Like, oh my God, if Jade can do that to Rhea, what else can she do to everybody else on this roster? You know what I mean? So I think they should do that. Hopefully they do. Because this match kind of needs it, in my opinion. Like I said, it hasn't been a terrible thing going on, but it could be a little better. Rhea, I talk stuff about Rhea sometimes, but I can't deny that like her last three WrestleMania matches have been 4 or 5 stars, at least minimum. She's gonna perform in the ring for sure. So, what is that? Oh, okay, my fault. Someone's going off over here, but yes, I think she's great. I think she's gonna have a great match. So her doing that, I think it would help both of them, in my opinion, and help the rivalry overall. So yeah, it's all good. The next thing, so we're about to get into what made me so mad tonight. I swear, I almost turned the TV off. I almost turned this damn TV off. I almost called y'all and said we ain't doing no damn show tomorrow. That damn SmackDown got me messed up. This pissed me off so bad. So, Sami Zayn. Okay, first of all, Nick Aldis was talking to Trick Williams. He told Trick Williams, hey, I'm going to get you a match at WrestleMania. Which is well deserved. And we all know it's going to be big time for Trick to be on that stage. We know his interest is going to go bananas, right? I agree. Trick should be on WrestleMania. Here's the thing. He didn't even say who he's going again. He just said you got a match at WrestleMania. Then he goes to Sami and says, hey, or Sami comes up to him. He's like, are you serious? Or hey, congratulations. What you got planned for me? He's like, pretty much saying, hey, there's a lot of things going on. Got no plans for you. You just told Trick Williams and him been going back and forth for like 3 weeks. You just told Trick I got you a match, but I ain't told him no opponent. Why don't you just say, hey, you and Sami go against each other? And leave it at that. Y'all gonna go at each other at WrestleMania. Y'all already been chirping back and forth last 3 weeks. It's coming the rich guy versus the poor looking guy. You feel what I'm saying? The personas going against each other. Upper class or trying to be upper class versus trying to be lower class. Which we all know as far as payment wise, it's probably different. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Sami making really good money. But the persona of the guy who's doing a lot and hot and very, very hot. It's like The Rock versus Mankind. In a sense, you know what I mean? It kind of reminds me of that type of rivalry because of how their personas are. But that it was writing itself. It was writing itself already. We didn't need no title or nothing involved. Now keep this in mind. He told Sami he had nothing for him, and Sami's like, okay, all right, I got something. He punched Trick in the mouth and said, I'm gonna get me a match at WrestleMania. So no, we got the U.S. Open title match, right? And we all know Carmelo Hayes has been carrying that title for like 3 months now, having banger after banger after banger. It's been just as good as a U.S. title run as John Cena's was, in my opinion. Because every single match has been a banger. Don't get me wrong, Stamets was good too, and Ilias, but they didn't have it as long as Carmelo has had it. Carmelo has had a straight 3 months now, and every single match has been amazing. Every single one, all right? All right, cool. Carmelo Hayes deserves to be at WrestleMania with that U.S. title. They could have made a triple threat match. Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn accepts the open challenge tonight, right? They come out and they have an awesome match, right? Really, really great match. At the end, Trick Williams like slides the title in for some reason. He's about to cheat or something. Referee sees it, throws it out, gets the title, throws it out, and then Trick Williams comes and he hits Carmelo, but he's aiming for Sami. He accidentally hits Carmelo. Sami took advantage, hit the Helluva Kick. We got a new U.S. champion. Y'all, this made me so mad because Sami already just like last year, or just like 2 years ago in Philly, he already has a story. Why are y'all giving him that middle title? Why? What's the fucking what's the fucking point? I don't see no fucking point. When he won an Intercontinental title from Gunther, that should have been Chad Gable. That was Chad Gable's story, and Sami already had a story with the world title at that point. Now he winning the U.S. title on Carmelo Hayes. That's taking the shine. You're taking someone else's shine. Like, you don't need that at all. You damn near buried him with that. I don't feel like Sami should have got that title tonight at all. He had a match lined up already, and now Carmelo Hayes don't have a match at WrestleMania. So far, at least. Unless they go back and make it a triple threat. I think they should. Hopefully they do. If they don't, you saying something about
I just want to pick up on what Rock said, man. I'm out real fast. I can't believe we did that last night. We took off the title off Carmelo Hayes just to put it on Sami Zayn for him and Trick Williams to have a match. Like, are we serious, bro? You could have just gave him a one-on-one match like we did Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu. We could have just gave him a one-on-one match at WrestleMania. It wasn't that hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? You've been feuding. When Sami Zayn knocked him down, okay, well, you just found your WrestleMania match. Boom, there you go. There you go. In a situation, we didn't have to touch Carmelo Hayes at all, bro. So the fact that we screwed him out of a title just to put the title on Sami Zayn that he already had already, that's terrible.
He just had that title. He just had that title before Carmelo. He just had it
off of Sami. That's what people don't understand. Carmelo was the one that took it off of Sami. So it makes no sense. I don't know, man. That's all. I don't know. I'm cool on that. I just had to get that out there, man, because that frustrated the living shit out of me last night. But yeah, I just had to get that out there.
Man, I almost threw something. When that happened. Because like I said, they already had the match written. They already wrote their own match, and they're doing good promos against each other. So they didn't have to put no title in it. Actually, Trick should have hit Sami and cost him the match. That would have solidified their match at WrestleMania, and Carmelo Hayes would still be in the running to have a match. Now, reportedly, they didn't want to start they want Trick Williams to get the U.S. title at WrestleMania this year, reportedly. But they didn't want to start the Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams rivalry until a little bit after WrestleMania. I think like SummerSlam type thing. They're trying to stay away from it until around that time, reportedly. Still fucking stupid. He still could have hit Sami, cost him the match, and him and Carmelo still wouldn't be feuding. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then that could have screwed Sami, and Sami could have been like, I want a rematch, and it's no fair that Trick got a match. And then that could have started the triple threat right there. All three of them in the match at the same time. It would have cooked. It would have been great. Trick still could have got it, and Sami would still got his match, and Carmelo still would have got his shine. I think that's how it should have happened. But it is what it is, man. Who went first last time? Was it Famous? Was it Bird? It was Famous. Was it Famous? Did you go first last time, Famous?
I think so.
I don't know, but you can go to Bird if you want. I don't really care. I'm not in really any particular lineup. You can go ahead.
Okay. Well, Bird, you go ahead.
I agree. That was the craziest thing that they ever could have done. I don't know why they even made him lose. It made no sense. It was just all around fuck up to me. Like, why? So is Sami Zayn is gonna retain the title, or are they gonna have Trick Williams take the title off of Sami Zayn? Because that's the only way that I can see that they can kind of patch up, what they just did, because it makes no sense. So Trick Williams should win the title at WrestleMania, and then right after he win the title, Carmelo Hayes should come in and be like, "Oh yeah, you remember you made me lose my title," so then they can start the feud. Don't wait till no SummerSlam. That's months and months away. You don't even know if the feud gonna even have the same heat by that time. See, that's the problem with WWE. They don't never capitalize on anything. They're like, "Oh, we don't have any work for anybody," because the shit be in your face, and you can't understand the fact that, here it is right here. You accidentally set it up, even though you messed shit up. You set something up right here, capitalize on it. So if they don't do that, then I'm done watching that feud. So I don't understand what they're doing. I really don't. You can go ahead, Famous.
Wow. All I gotta say is wow. I completely agree with what you guys are saying. I don't understand why they put the title on Sami Zayn. Here's the thing. Here's the point I want to make. So I understand that Sami Zayn wants to be a part of Mania. I get it. But here's the thing that I am trying to understand want to understand is, isn't Carmelo Hayes the future of WWE? Isn't that what we're supposed to look at? Carmelo Hayes has done a great job as United States champion. I think at this point, Nick Aldis should have told Sami, look, at some point or somehow, we're going to get you involved in WrestleMania. It's just, I need to figure it out. Rather than telling Sami, I don't have anything for you. The fact that Sami and Trick were getting involved in the back, that match should have happened at Mania. Nick should have said, look, matter of fact, I got you two in the back right here, right now. I'm going to make a match between you and Trick Williams at WrestleMania. Here we go. Then we get Sami and Carmelo in a U.S. title match. Instead of Carmelo retaining, which we all thought was going to happen, they give it to Sami. Now, Sami doesn't need the United States Championship. I'm sorry. Wasn't Sami's goal to be the World Heavyweight Champion? That was his primary goal. His primary goal was not even to win the United States Championship. So now, like FTW Rock was saying, the match has to be a triple threat match at Mania. Sami, Carmelo, and Trick. But the crazy part about it is, this is what I have a problem with on the creative side. I thought the common goal was to have Sami become champion at some point. Sami Salinas has stated that. So why are we putting the United States Championship on Sami Zayn when FTW Rock and Bird and myself are saying he's already had that title? It doesn't make sense. I was completely shocked when I saw what I saw on Friday Night SmackDown last night when they took that title off of Carmelo Hayes. So now Carmelo has to be involved at WrestleMania. Triple threat that sucker, and hopefully either Carmelo retains or or Trick Williams gets that belt. So I gotta agree with you guys 100%. I just don't understand what's going on this creative side. And I'm trying to get answers here, but it's getting harder and harder each and every week. So I'll turn it over to you, FTW Rock.
I completely agree. Like I said, I completely agree with it, man. It's hard to watch sometimes, man. Like the audacity of them to think that we don't get what that they don't know what they're doing. It just feels like y'all know what you're doing. And I'm gonna keep saying that. Y'all don't know what you're doing. It just makes no sense at all. I think they will renew a rivalry between Trick and Melo. But it will eventually, bro. But like I said, reportedly they're trying to hold off on it. So I don't know if they're actually gonna do it. So I don't know, man. Hopefully they do. It's very irritating, very fucking frustrating. Like you said, Carmelo Hayes was the second pick for the SmackDown draft when they had it a couple years ago when he first came. So it's like, matter of fact, he was their first pick. They first pick, I think, it was Cody Rhodes and then Carmelo. So yeah, he was like their first pick. So like, or second pick. Like, it's irritating. And then he had a match with Cody Rhodes that night, and it was a great night. I mean, a great match for him that night. I don't know. It's very frustrating. We'll see. We'll see, man. We just. I don't know. This just got me fluttered. Like, I don't know what to think about it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. We can move on to the next thing. The next thing on the agenda, Jacob Fatu. I'm sorry. We had a promo between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. Now, last week we weren't able to cover it, but they had pretty much a fight all night. They fought all through the night last week. And they ended up falling off a little, I think, 2-story little balcony thing they fell off of. So supposedly they came out tonight and they're all banged up, hurt, taped up, whatnot. Jacob limping. Drew McIntyre had it all taped up, looking bad or whatnot. So with that being said, they couldn't like getting a back and forth mic match. And Jacob Fatu was like, "Hey, you trying to take food? You trying to retire me? You trying to hurt me? You trying to take food on my kid's table?" Drew McIntyre like, "Now you screw me out my WWE title, out my WrestleMania match. So screw you and screw your kid." So with that being said, it looks like Jacob about to come out there and get busy again. But Nick Aldis came out. He's like, "Hey, this is not gonna happen tonight. But since you two wanna fight so bad, I'm pretty sure by April 18th you guys are gonna be good. Just WrestleMania." So with that being said, you guys are a liability to the business. So it's gonna be you two against each other in no disqualification, unsanctioned match. I think that's pretty cool. I think it's gonna be pretty dope. I like the idea of it. Now, I don't know who's gonna win. But we all know Drew McIntyre has a movie he's going to shoot right after WrestleMania. So with that being said, this match can be a physical and it's bloody and it's horrifying as we want it to be. So he's not going to be there for it afterwards. And we know Jacob's a beast, so he can take like a week of recovery, then he'll be back after that. So with that being said, I'm looking forward to this match. Now, it should have been Drew McIntyre fighting for that WWE title. It should have been Drew McIntyre fighting for the WWE title. I'm going to say it one more time. It should have been Drew McIntyre fighting for the WWE title. But he's not. We got this as a replacement, and we'll just see what happens. I think it's still going to be a great match. I just wish Drew was in the main event. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. Famous. What do you think about this match that's going to happen between Drew and Jacob Fatu?
Remember I told you guys about my saying, and I'm going to stick by it each and every week on my podcast and this one. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Well, this does. I can't wait for this match to happen. These guys are going to beat the hell out of each other. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun. The fans are getting into it. I'm excited for it. Jacob Fatu versus Randy. Can't get any better than this. I'm excited, ready to go. And here's the thing. We're not even done yet with the promo and storyline situation between the two. This is going to carry out until we get to WrestleMania. But my point is valid. Promo after promo, storyline after storyline takes us to the match. Yo, I'm excited. Let's get it popping. Let's get it rolling. Let's go. I'm ready. That's it. That's all I got to say. We're good.
Okay. Anthony asked me a question. He asked, outside of me being a fan of Drew, why do I believe he should be defending the title at Mania? I mean, because he's done the work to do so. You know, he had the title during the pandemic and did a great job with it. Yep. Yes. Gianna, appreciate you for joining us too. Reptar. But yeah, I believe he put the work in to do so. He's earned the right to do so. Like I say, he held it during the pandemic and he did a great job then. The next time he earned it, he only had it for 5 minutes before Damian Priest cashed in on him. Also, that was a very unselfish thing for him to agree to that, to doing that for Damian Priest, because he had an all-out war with Seth that night for that title, and just losing it right after. And he's been on the decline for it ever since. Also, remember, while he had the title, the ratings and the viewings, the ratings, viewings, and the attendance of SmackDown went up. All three of them went up while Drew McIntyre was champion. So he deserved it. He should have been defending that WrestleMania. Now, since he's filming a movie afterwards, maybe lose it, because we don't know how long it's going to be gone. But hell, he could have kept it for all I care. Because look what Roman do. You know what I'm saying? He got a title. If he going to film a movie, he ain't going to stop. They ain't going to take the title off of him for a movie.
He could have lost it at Mania because he was going to shoot a movie anyway. So he could have kept it to Mania and lost it and went on about his business.
Come on now. At least kept it to Mania. But Bird, let me know what your reaction is to this match that is going to happen at Mania between these two.
Well, I think it's going to be a good match. I'm glad it is going to be a no sanction match, because it is too big to be just a normal match. I'm glad it's going to be some type of special match or whatever. But I think it'll do good. I think personally that I think Jacob Fatu is going to win. You know, I think we all think that, because Drew McIntyre got business elsewhere for a while. So that is going to boost Jacob Fatu, tremendously, I believe, because especially because you know how much of a heel Drew McIntyre is, and they're pushing Jacob Fatu to be a babyface. So I think him winning at WrestleMania and all the circumstances and all that is really going to help Jacob Fatu to catapult him to where they want to be. So I'm really excited about the match. I don't think it'll disappoint at all. So it will be bloody, it will be real hardcore. So I'm excited to see it.
For sure, man. I don't know, Ant. I do believe that's the point of it, though. Since he held it during the pandemic and did a great job with it and just won it back. Like I said, with him winning it back, all the ratings went up. The ratings and the viewership went up. What Famous just say? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Drew McIntyre was making dollars. He put butts in seats. Everything he says about the Roman and Punk match. Who's babyface and who's the heel there? Oh, Roman's the heel. Roman's definitely the heel there. For sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially what him and Jay just did to Punk this week. He's definitely the heel. Yeah, for sure. Don't get me wrong, they're both cutting heel type promos, kind of. But the actions is what brings Roman to be a heel. But yeah, Drew, like I said, Drew was definitely bringing up ratings, bringing up viewership. You know what I mean? Hell, it was Cody's idea to put the title on him. They went to the office and said they think they should shake it up. So I don't know. I feel like he should have had it until we deserve to see that Drew McIntyre entrance at WrestleMania. I think with the title on him, I think it would have been massive for him, and it would have hyped up his movie even more. And that, like I said, make dollars make sense. That would have helped WWE if his movie does good. So it's just my opinion. It was short lived. Now don't get me wrong, like I said, he could lose that Mania for sure. Because he had it for 2 months maybe, but he brought up ratings more than Cody in 2 months. And I think the reign was good because I mean he was a true heel. He was trolling everybody, kicking everybody in the head, not letting anybody get, what they wanted. And then that's one of the reasons why he's going to get Jacob, because everything he was doing, I think he's babyface. I think that tag on Punk. I mean, it was kind of justified, but everything was already done with. They could have left the ring, and Punk still got the same message of keep my family name out your mouth.
He
got up
his hands on the best in the world.
Right. So, but yeah, appreciate that input, Anthony. That's really good input. Hopefully, like I said, we'll see what they do with them, man. That's on Raw, but I like the input. I really do like shit. Rock, but to me, I can understand why they did it. Cody and Randy, because Randy was just turned heel. How you back a heel version of the main event at WrestleMania? Well, him turning heel right now, technically, I think the story that Randy's trying to tell is that he was gonna do this no matter what. He was gonna beat the hell out of the champion, whoever the champion was. But he planned on it being Drew McIntyre, because when they did the contract signing, he was saying it wasn't for me, it's hard, it's difficult. Things like that. Because he was gonna do this to Drew McIntyre. Everything he's doing now, it was gonna be a Drew McIntyre thing he's gonna do it too. Because he actually loves Cody. But hey, you in my way. I don't let all that friendly stuff go. So I gotta do it to you. I'm sick of all this friendly stuff, all this old nice Randy and stuff. Woo. Nah, since you want to be in my way, and technically, if I were Randy, I would be mad, because how the hell you lose? I beat you in the Elimination Chamber, and you went and get the title before I do, and there was nothing illegal done in the Elimination Chamber. Nothing illegal. What's up, Zay?
Oh, nothing. I just want to tell Anthony, thank you for your comments, man, and the interaction today, man. It's definitely fire on this good Saturday, man. I just want to say thank you all for coming, and y'all keep it going. That's all.
Yes, sir. But I just, we'll see. I just don't think that it should have went like that. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. So, like I said, appreciate you, Anthony, for putting your input in, man. It's greatly appreciated. So with that being said, speaking of Randy Orton, we can go to our last segment of tonight that we're going to discuss. Of course, it was a match between Randy Orton and Matt Cardona. It was a decent match. Very, very decent match. Matt Cardona still got it. He hasn't lost a step. He's still big as hell. He's spinning with Zack Ryder with a lot more size now. He's phenomenal. I like watching him wrestle. He can really wrestle. Like, for us wrestlers should be wrestling. I know I say this kind of often, but watching him wrestle, we're like, okay, this dude can go. What's up, Zay?
Okay, here's my only thing about Matt Cardona. I gotta get this out there. He should have came back as Zack Ryder. If he come back as Zack Ryder, hear me out. He gets way more pops because people know Zack Ryder. I don't think people are I still don't think people are used to this Matt Cardona stuff. That's the only thing I'm saying. I got to say about that.
I agree. He could have came back as Zack Ryder because Matt Cardona is the indie guy. Zack Ryder is the WWE guy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's a homegrown thing that he could have came out and still would have got, like I said, got the pop, the music cool. He still starts off saying woo woo. So I think he should have. I really think he should have. Oh, he said he would never go as Zack. Yeah, he did say that, Reptar. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a good thing. He would have had more merch sales, more stories, and everything else if he would have came back as Zack Ryder. But hey, it is what it is. Zack Ryder could have a different character arc. He ain't got to be the same type of guy. He can develop. He could be, a more mature Zack Ryder. But hey, it is what it is. Well, he said on way to come back with yeah, I know. But at the same time, though, he did say that. But at the same time, though, you're the one asking WWE to bring you back. he said a couple of times he was wondering why WWE hadn't brought him back when he was on the Indies. So with that being said, you want them to bring you back. If they say we need Zack Ryder and we give you all this money to come back as Zack Ryder, you ain't got, like I said, you can compromise and say, hey, I can use the name, but I'm not gonna be the same type of guy. That would have been fine. Just the name alone would have got him more money. Yep, Naomi. Yep. Just like Naomi. Come on now. The name alone gets you more money. Like a lot more money. Like he probably could have done double his salary in merch sales if it was Zack Ryder. That's just my opinion. I think he should have. But like I said, this match was pretty good. I really liked it. It wasn't really any weak spots in it. It told a story. Pretty much that you're not ready yet, Zach, or they're not ready yet, Nat. At the end, at least. Randy Orton hit him with a stiff RKO. I mean, it felt like the ring shook when he hit him with that mug. He got the 1, 2, 3, but like I said, the match was not bad at all. They were pretty much back and forth until the end. And at the end, it looked like he may about to punt kick him or something. Something else was about to happen to Matt until Cody came out. And of course, they got fighting again, him and Randy. In the midst of all the hustle and bustle or whatnot, Jelly Roll came out there. Boom! Appearance number 3. Jelly Roll came out there, tried to help break everything up, and got an RKO for his trouble. A good RKO too for his trouble. So with that being said, once again, full-blown Randy. Randy. This is just, I don't know, a lot of Jelly Roll time, but I like it from Randy, the RKO. But what are you doing out here? Get out the way. I'm here for Cody, not you. You ain't Cody. How you on TV more than Cody? How you on TV more than Royce Keys? How you on TV more than anybody right now? Dang it, get off the screen. The vibe of the voices in his head. Absolutely, Reptar. Randy is going crazy right now. Bird, can you give us your perspective on this last match and everything around it, brother?
Well, I only seen the first half. I didn't see, all the chaos and stuff at the end, so I really can't speak upon that. But the beginning of the match that I did see, it was good. I wish he would have came back as Zack Ryder. Whatever. It is what it is. But I think they will still try to push him and give him, chances to see, how it goes. But it was a good match. I'm glad Randy is going back to the old Randy Orton, and I believe that he's going to win the championship at WrestleMania.
Definitely. Famous B, hit us with something, man. Make sense of all this.
So here's the thing that I like about the whole situation here, and I'll try to make it as short and sweet as I can. So again, what is my theory? Does it make dollars or does it make sense? So what we saw at the final segment, before I get to the Matt Cardona and Randy situation, is simply this. Promo, storyline between Randy and Cody, things are heating up and intensifying. If we take Jelly Roll out of the picture, now we're getting that. Randy, RKO and Jelly Roll, okay, whatever. Fine, what's done is done. But this is becoming more intense each and every week, which I like. And it makes sense. So we all are excited for it. We're weeks away from WrestleMania week. Randy, the challenger, going after number 15 against Cody Rhodes. We know where it's going to go. Now let's talk about the Matt Cardona and Randy match. All right, listen. At the end of the day, Randy is saying, look, you came back to the WWE for one reason. And that's to win some type of gold. Whether it's going to be the United States Championship or Intercontinental Championship, you came back to win gold. So he said, look, I'm willing to work with you. Even though I'm going to win the match, I'm going to try to get you over as much as I can. That's what we need to look at. Forget about the match happening between the two. What we need to talk about is how these wrestlers who are up at that game already are trying to get the ones that are not. Randy doesn't have very much time left. I got to be honest with you guys. And I love Randy, but reality is reality here. Going to be retiring very soon with guys like Cody Rhodes and probably Roman Reigns. And the list will go on and on. I love the fact that they are saying, before I leave this company, I want to get the people over that are the future of this business. Now, with that being said, I don't know how long or how much time Matt Cardona has left in the ring, but the time is now. Go off John Cena's theory. The time is now. And at some point, depending on how they use Matt Cardona, will determine that. I agree with Bert. I agree with FTW Rock. I agree with our boss. Let's bring Zack Ryder back. It just makes sense. The question is, are we going to get Zack Ryder back? Well, Matt Cardona says, no, I'm not coming back as Zack Ryder. Now, here's the other question. Can that affect him and this character that he's portraying, an opportunity for him to get some type of gold? I gotta evaluate more of this Matt Cardona thing, because I was hearing in the indies, he was tearing it up and he was doing his thing, but this is WWE, this is different. And Matt Cardona, you know that. So maybe you should have brought the Zack Ryder character back. But at the end of the day, Randy Orton is saying, look, I'm willing to work with you. Let's try to get you over a little bit, and let's see what happens from there.
Right. But yeah, he did the thing in the Indies. I'm not gonna lie, famous. He probably had about 5-6 belts at one time. I think like 8 at one point. All like at the same time for different companies. He did his thing. He definitely did his thing. But like I said, we all agree Zack Ryder should have came back, because people don't really know Matt Cardona like that. Like even like they'll hear his music, but if you don't know him, you don't know that's Zack Ryder. But if they knew that was Zack Ryder, I swear, I really, really believe he'd have a lot more going right now as far as his popularity. Don't get me wrong, he got a little buzz to him, but it ain't Zack Ryder buzz. That Zack Ryder buzz was crazy. And I barely watched Zack, but I knew his name and everything he did because of how crazy his buzz was, you know? So it is what it is. Hopefully they bring him back. But if they don't, hey, we'll see what we get with Matt Cardona and see if they can follow up with that. With that being said, that was tonight's episode as far as SmackDown goes. We appreciate y'all. Y'all got anything else to say about SmackDown for tonight?
Nothing. I'm good.
No.
Good to go. Good to go.
All right.
For sure. Well, hey, like I said, I appreciate y'all for coming, man. We really appreciate everyone who joined us tonight. And my brother, Reptar, we appreciate y'all inputs, man. It's really great
Anthony
to see y'all and have y'all.
No, I was saying Anthony as well.
Yeah, I say Anthony. Ant Reptar, my brother. We appreciate y'all for making us who we are. Now, with that being said, from Famous, from Bird, from your boy FTW Rock, and from our no working ass boss man, we're about to go ahead and get out of here. Everybody have a great day, except for them WWE riders. I hate you.
Peace.
You WWE riders, what's wrong with you? You don't know what you're doing. Hire us. But anyway, we're about to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Y'all be easy. Have a good one.
Reptar. Finally watched the show. Peace.
All right, y'all. We out.
Man. That girl done called about 3 times asking what this shit is. I come back to the house in a minute, man. Don't pay the neighbors no goddamn mind.